Hello, Georgia551, and this is the second part in a very short period of time of the Columbia Blight issue. Well, it looks like our two kids that were part of the problem were not very happy. However, one pretty much got the message of what it meant, and another decided that it was a good idea to take revenge on the server, so they're no longer with us on this server. They no longer have access, and their builds are being demolished or reworked. As for the other person, Liamengler, I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. Initially he was upset, but then he understood. And he also kind of misconstrued things, is that your private builds on your private property are what they are, but any of the public builds need to be made a lot better. Now see, this is a private build. This is his house. And this is what a lot of these two have been doing. Cobblestone everything. Now, I generally said, initially, I didn't care. But when you get enough complaints that people do not want to go on your server because of this, you had to do something about it, and I did. As I said, private property, whatever. This is public property. This has to be addressed. And Liamengler, and like I said, pardon if I'm getting your internet name wrong. I'm not purposely doing it. He took a breather and realized, you know what? My game pretty much isn't my best. So I'm going to one-up. I'm going to put my A game forward. And he has started to do so. This hasn't been touched yet. This is a train station. Action taken, reconfiguration coming soon. I didn't put that there, but that means he's going to take care of that, apparently. That's good. Also, let's see. This was a building that was slated for demolition. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be a Taj Mahal. As you can see, it's very basic. It's not the best looking thing on the planet, but it took effort to make this. He had to actually do something besides mine cobblestone and just plop it in. I think they're starting to realize that in order to make a building, make it look good from the beginning, not just slap something up. The lofts at Columbia Downs Management Office. See, this looks a lot better. The insides, I don't care what they do with it. So, whatever. Now, I was going to say there are some builds that are going to disappear. Personally, I don't really think stone is really the best of looks for a building, but again, you had to have gone through a process and put some effort forward to make it. So I'm fine with that. And this is going to be the new observation deck eventually. Combo office building and observation deck. And speaking of such things, as we fly over here, you can see that this is starting to disappear. This is not reacting to my finger for some reason. Keep, do not remove. Entrance to be refurbished. Underground office space, which is kind of interesting. They're gonna redo that. This was the griefers, and since he's no longer part of the server and even the other kids are happy. See, Liamengler is rebuilding it, that stone tower that's over that away. So this is all going to go away. So we've got that. And let's see, over here we had this monstrosity. Now, see, this is signs I put. Deemed blighted, go to possible establishment. Let's just Sean Seaside Restaurant. That's him, and he's going to turn this into something. Just like that other building, he converted it to make it look nice. Ew. May not be ew anymore. Oh, and we got one more giant monstrosity of a butt-ugly building. First off, this is the train station that this elevated railroad serves. And as you can kind of see, well, the lofts, this building will stay. We've discussed that. These low-hanging signs are going to disappear. They're going to be relocated. Anyway, yeah, this is the way I wanted to go. And apparently the person that was griefing it had to actually put this because someone had issues. Although, I think I was given the green light to do whatever I want with this. But I know outside of this, the lofts, the cobblestone bottom is okay. I mean, I can deal with that. But the market shopping cart, I wonder what that could be. This is going to get a makeover. I mean, the building is pretty much going to be the same as it's been. It's just going to be reworking the exterior. And this monstrosity was his, and it's the guy that griefed and his band. It's now been seized and boarded shut. This is going to be the future site of Culinary Academy. This is actually not as big as it looks. And it goes right behind Lester's Pants World headquarters. Now this thing really looks like crap, but like I said, it's a construction site. Everything in this build has been sealed off, including this is supposed to be the parking garage. It looks like one giant building, but this part is actually a parking garage. And we put a sign here. This parking garage will be undergoing major overhaul. There will be more parking and better entrance to the new mall, which I'll show you in a moment. We'll cook up again momentarily. We apologize for the inconveniences. This was another building that was cited for demolition, and Liamengler started on that. And this is the grades 1 through 12 school original building of the server. This is the Blocks, which is the department store, and this is the brand new mall he's building. He's just started. And this ugliness here is part of the process of clearing land so he can build his mall out a little further. You can see the terracing over there, what it'll ultimately look like. And we'll do some flyovers at this point. And I'll show you if we go up like this, the lofts, this is going to get reworked. The lofts are going to stay put. All this cobblestone ugliness is going to disappear. I'm going to have to put a roof on this guy. That won't be hard. This, I don't think this really goes to anything. It's just roof access. So, yeah, this tower will disappear and probably be replaced with something that will look a lot more belonging, shall we say. And all this cobble will be removed and replaced with something more appropriate. The entry to the parking garage from here will no longer exist, as you can see here. We'll just put some torches here so monsters don't come in. Here's the back of the market shopping cart. This will Again, this will get an exterior refurb. And here we are on the other side of this but ugly project. And there are some windows that haven't been boarded shut quite yet. But this will ultimately all get reworked. I mean, the layouts really aren't that bad. It's just, yes, they were upset that I called it lazy, but that's what it is. It was very lazy. They didn't put any effort into doing stuff. One kid said, you know what? He's right. It is lazy. I'm stepping up my game. And he is. And he's a very, very big guy in my opinion for doing that. The other guy griefed the server and is banned. Everything's been fixed to my knowledge. Now, if I was going to fly up here and show you this right there, that's literally all there is to the mall, the old mall. That's all there is, 2 stories of this. Plans are there'll be a 3rd floor, and of course it's all going to be completely reworked. And what's weird about this building is that the physical structure actually starts right here, but this is a parking deck, part of it over here. So building will actually be made bigger. I just once again got to figure out where it is. Yep, right there. Yeah, right at this position here is, that'll just be a marker to indicate where the new wall is going to wind up going. And all the connections to the lofts will be demolished, as well as this really hideous looking entrance to blocks, which will be redone when we get this parking deck built. And just like the main building, it'll also be a little bigger and it'll serve this a lot better. So there's going to be a lot of improvement here. This whole area is going to start looking much better than what it is. As for the cobblestone on the lofts, I think, you know, the first level like this, that works. That actually doesn't look too bad. That is just wrong, but that's okay. It's all about to be fixed, and it's all about to get done in a matter of time. So that is the next update. So Liamengler has decided to own up and is fixing up his builds, and he decided to give up this big one so he can build his new mall. I gave him a little more space to do so. I'm gonna give him a little more when time warrants. And the next time we come here, there's going to be something else that's going to be different, and we are going to have to fly again because I totally forgot to bring this up. Is this but ugly rail deck, as I was planning on doing if I were to take over the build, which I did, is that this was going to be streamlined and be more open air. I have changed my mind on that. See, here's another point of laziness, is I told them they cannot join in with my existing subway system. They cannot join in on it. This whole deck doesn't even align with it. So that butt ugly deck is going to disappear. And everything is now underground. It's not even interfering whatsoever with the RTA. In fact, here's a little RTA touch here, the glass where there's something to look at outside. In fact, there's the RTA right there. In fact, 1 block further this way is RTA property. And let's just... yeah, it was going to end. Here's that train station again. Up here somewhere is the station, and it's all gonna come here. Now there is going to be some sort of issue with how some of the tracks are laid out, because 2 of these shift over and another one actually goes from one end of, from the left side to the right, or is it right to left? Yeah, as soon as I'm ready to end the video, I gotta show you something else, okay? From the way this is the way I started redoing the system. This is the right track, it goes over here, goes over there, goes through here. Suddenly the track that was on the right is on the left. And the other 2 shift over. This used to be the left, now it's the middle. This used to be the middle, now it's the right. So I gotta figure out how to do that on the bottom. So we could say goodbye to all this. I mean, this is one of the things a lot of people complained about. That and all these cobblestone signs, they're gonna be replaced. That's all gonna disappear. That's why this is all fenced off. There used to be something there. And over here, yeah, there used to be the entry, now I kind of blocked it off. Oh well, anyway. We'll end it here. This is MC Scouts. I don't know what he's going to be doing with it, but anyway, let's just... Alright. Let's just take a look at this butt ugly thing behind us that's going to be redone, and a massive chunk of this is going to disappear. That station might be partially or mostly demolished as well. I'm going to try and see if I can keep it. So that's the update on this, and yeah, it went longer than I thought because I keep forgetting stuff, and there was quite of a lot of things that needed to be pointed out. So, George F.F.1 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.